Hello everyone and welcome to Adventure Evolve. Today I've got another frame full of honey and we'll be extracting it today, and I'll show it to you guys how I do that at home. I don't have an extractor which people usually use when they have many hives and they don't want to destroy the comb. But the process I'll be using, that's what like people have been using for many hundreds of years, because usually what happened back in the days was that people harvested honey and they destroyed the comb, so the bees got destroyed, their home got destroyed. But then Langstroth, he designed a hive called Langstroth hive, had these frames, and that way we can extract honey as well and not disturb the bees or destroy their comb. And another person, he developed foundation sheets, that's basically pressed beeswax which is inside, and it encourages the bees to build comb on top of it. What I'll do today is I'll be harvesting it in a cut comb fashion, which is basically I'll be using this knife. I'll warm it so that it cuts to the wax by melting it, and I can have boxes of honey because there are wires running through the frame, so I can't cut through them. And then later I'll crush them, and through a sieve I'll have the fresh honey and the beeswax on top, and then we'll harvest them both separately. I have these jars over here, these cute little jars, and I'll be putting honey inside them, and they make a very good presentation. So let's get started. So now I have the knife and I've warmed it over the flame. I'll start cutting through the hive. You can see honey trickling down. So that's a whole bar of honey with melted beeswax frames, and I'll gently put it down over here. And I have this bowl over here. Because I don't have much space right now, what I'll do is I'll cut them into pieces and put inside the bowl, and that's how we'll keep proceeding, using the knife, heating it again if it gets cold, and then I'm going to keep cutting the hive and extract the honey. Now, to add some beauty into the jars, what I'm gonna do now is take the comb, its cut pieces, and I'll put it inside the jars. So they give a really nice texture and a natural feeling when I add the honey into them. And the person who's eating, they get to see the architecture of the honeycomb. So there, we're done. Now what I'll do is put them on the side and keep on cutting the comb. So here's the frame. There's the honey dripping down from the sides. I'm using this bowl to keep the combs and the honey inside. And here are the jars which I filled with comb. I guess the knife's a bit too hot this time. I guess I put it on the flame a bit too long than I should have. Anyways, here comes. Wow, there's just a certain kind of pleasure of harvesting honey this way. I mean, just look at that beautiful chunk of comb and all that honey dribbling from the sides. And it's a light amber color of honey. Nice. I'll just quickly harvest this part using the still hot knife. There we go. And the last part.